All right, welcome back to some more. Karn, Amulet, Valakut, Dryad, so much stuff. So more Amulet content. If you'd like to check out the first league we played, this is the second one from today. You can do that in the description below this video. Playing against Oscar Franco. Unkeepable hand is unkeepable. Keepable hand is keepable. Not great though. I guess it's kind of medium. Like if we find an amulet, this hand actually is great. Put him into 5. I don't know if I should be happy or scared. Now after getting paired against Neobrand so much, like whenever my opponent moves to 5, I'm like, oh no, we're dead here. We're gonna get meme branded. Alright, that's a mountain. That's a Swiss sphere. Okay, so cool. That's good for us then. Alright, so many ancient steerings. Alright, amulet time. Pippi Jam. Oh no, the unbeatable card is here. Amulet? Nothing. Just nothing. Not even a radium fountain. I guess Valakut is not bad considering I have this sexy man chilling in my hand, so. Okay, so they cannot kill Fiend and Swift Spear. Unless one of the cards in their hand it's a land, which is probably good for us. That Lava Dart looming in there is very, very scary, however. Yeah, we're probably not gonna get to Valakut in time, however, I don't think. Please play the Swift Spear instead of this guy. Please play the Swift Spear instead of this guy. Oh, they chose correctly. Damn it, chat. My opponent chose correctly. Block. 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 If somehow my opponent doesn't cast any spells at all, that's a bad start. So even if I back for another Dryad, we're still fucked. Man. They hadn't found that Kim Fiend. Yeah, sure. GG's. I can't believe how bad we whiffed right there. I mean, we whiffed pretty damn bad. We whiffed like so bad. Yep. Same with Force of Vigor. Only reason they're here is because I can't beat Blood Moon. Like Blood Moon is at its best against this kind of deck. Wormcoil, I don't think Wormcoil is good enough, unfortunately. I think your opponent can work around the Wormcoil pretty easily thanks to what's his name? Soulscar Mage. And also, I don't think that we want more threats. We just want more ways to get to our threats, if that makes sense. As you can see, we when we lose this matchup, it's not because I mean, we sometimes do. I guess you just never draw a threat. That's just like how Amulet works sometimes, unfortunately. But we very often just die with threats in our hand. If my opponent's playing Shattering Spree, they turn it. Any green source. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to haste, but we're gonna be able to play Titan this turn. Castle, Garen Brig. Only one force. Yeah, I mean you like the card doesn't do anything unless your opponent has a force, has a Blood Moon, right? So I don't like overdoing it with the forces. Ugh, they got there. If they had missed a land drop there, I would have been ready to call it, honestly. Alright, that's not bad. So now we're covered for the worst case scenario. Semi-growth chamber. Transmute. Another pact, pass the turn. So now, if they spend their turn Blood Mooning, that means that the Titan survives and I get to attack and get 2 basics. If they don't spend their turn Blood Mooning, that means that we don't get Blood Moon and we already have another Titan ready to go. Which we can actually haste next turn. Because of Karnmulet Vestige. Okay, so we're gonna pact for Dryad. Pact for Dryad. I guess we're gonna have 1 floating mana, so can do this. Vestige. Oh, I'm so stupid. I wanted to play the land. Damn it. Alright, my bad. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. OMF. OMJFO. Thank you for the follow. Yep. Miss sequence there. My idea was to play the land and then I guess play this land and then hold up Force of Vigor so we can't get Blood Moon. And we can't get Blood Moon, we don't die to Keen Fiend. So that should be pretty much game from there. I mean, I guess it didn't matter, but yeah. When would I bring in 2 forces? Against Blue Moon, against the Stoneblade decks, against what else? Against Etron, I only bring in 1 because of the same issue. Like sometimes you just die to their non-artifact draws. Yeah, there's only 3 scouts. It's been fine. I grabbed punts, so I stole a lot of ideas from punts list. The main thing that I changed is I cut a Karn for a second Azusa. That's like the main change that I did. And then I changed the mana base as well. Because I like castle, so I added a castle over one of the bounce lands, over the second sanctuary. And I added... What else did I add? Oh, the Ghost Quarter. I added the Ghost Quarter over the third Tolaria West. That's the other change that I made, yeah. Yep, I'm gonna keep this hand. We have an amulet, we have an answer to So the best draw we can find here is, I guess, a basic forest. That is great news for us. If my opponent has turn 3 moon, which they might, then we're dead. Alright, so turn 3 moon or bust, opponent. They have to have the turn 3 moon. I know I could have paid two less life, but I think that playing the second amulet is better because it allows me to. Yep, they have the blood moon. Basic forest, yes, yes, chat, yes. Right, give me one more. Give me that forest or that. Oh, come on, really? Jeez. All right, force of vigor off the top, one time. Like a second force because it's very narrow. The fact is that when you need to answer moon, you will need to. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, now we got time stamped. What happens if I like? It actually matters which one enter into play first, right? Because if I find the Rex Sage and I destroy the second moon, then my lands are good again. Is that how that works? All right, so I'm actually not gonna play the Azusa because I'm gonna need it. Like at this point, the only way that I win is I either find another basic and I beat down with this guy, or I find a force, in which case I need a green card to pitch. Yep, they found a threat. Shit, man, that really sucks. I guess I packed for a 2/4, don't I? And if they answer my Dryad, I lose. This is really, really frustrating. Just whiff. One time, opponent. Just whiff, please. Yes, thank you. Red. Green. White. Float mana. Float man. I guess I want to. How do I want to pay? I can double strike. Okay, so let's do this. Yep. Oh no, I have one. I have only one amulet now. I forgot that they smashed to smithereens. Wow. Oh, this is awful. I was assuming that I had a second amulet. Oh my god. I just lost an unlosable game. Wow. Whoops. Wait, what? Am I getting slow rolled here? No, I'm not. Okay. Really trying my best to punt this game away, and I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Trying really hard for my opponent to get there, but can't do it. Alright, so we want to gain life so we don't die to Lava Spike, and then we want to what? Double Strike doesn't really do anything for me. Double Strike doesn't do anything for me. I guess he just clocks. Yeah, sure, whatever. I guess we're going for that. Hashtag never punished and all that good stuff. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I am sorry. Alright, I'm gonna punish myself for that terrible punt. With 10 push-ups. I deserve it. I deserve it. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay? I'm just disappointed. Thanks, Miota, for bailing me out right there. Really appreciate it. Jeez. Getting loose over here this Friday. Getting loosey goose. Varys is in my favor this time, I guess. I guess. I wonder what their hand was, like two lands or something. But if their hand had been 2 lands, then they should have played them out because they can always stop taking Reveler. Then they might want to do a bunch of things at the same time. So I don't know what their last card in hand was. We're gonna ship this though. Are we gonna ship this? However, on the draw, it's not a great keep. It just seems keepable enough. Sloth. Why not Titan for Bog in case they draw and go Bolt? Is that better than gaining life and setting up lethal for next turn? Because you have to remember that they can make my Titans smaller. So even if they don't draw a Bolt, if I make something stupid, yeah, maybe Bog is just better. I definitely want to gain life. The thing is that there's actually a good amount of value in actually having a bounce land in hand. Wait, what? Scalding Tarn. No extra land drop being made with the Uro. It's probably good for us. Both of the ramp decks stuck on lands. A classic move. Let's guard themselves. All right, Cursor of Prufix. My opponent is on some spice over there. Right, any bounce land or Castle Garenbrig does it. Jeez, my opponent just cannot find. That's not a bounce land nor a Castle Garenbrig. I guess it's better for me to attack, right? Than to play the Azusa. White, red, 1/1. Fetch Castle. Can you imagine if we could fetch Castle? That would be so busted. That puts the card they're missing in the graveyard for Uro, but that's fine. They still can't cast it. Any land, please. Or no. Sure. Red, white, 1 and 1. Is my opponent playing Scape Shift? That is the main question that I have. I'm probably gonna find, if I find a cavern instead of a bounce land, I'm probably gonna go get it. Oh jeez. That Valakut was really, really tempting. Don't think I can afford to do that though. Remand. Have another remand. They do. All right. So it's probably just Rog Scape Shift, except they're missing a million land drops. All right. That's not bad, actually. Counter bounce. Oh, wow. That is so good for me. And now they have only a single green mana left. So this is probably lethal. I need all my land drops. So 1, 2, 3. Last land drop. Pact. Prime time. Patience is a virtue. Could they Veil Valakut trigger? Veil only counters Veil only counters black and blue. stuff. I mean, it only gives you hexproof from black and blue. And this is colorless. My opponent's deck really did not function over there. So they probably have Ashiok. I don't think I want this guys though. This can come out. I like Scouts. I like Cavern. I guess I do like Ghost Quarter. Fountain, maybe also it's fine. Steering's out. I guess I don't really care about Uro. Like, it's kind of whatever. It's more of a matter of Snapcaster being annoying. That's the only thing that kind of incentivizes me to. I think I'm just not gonna play Bog though. This looks good. Like, if my opponent is going for the Uro plan, like, I am definitely winning that battle. Can't keep this. Can't keep this. Can't keep this. This hand is great. Name Scout. Bolt. I guess I just pass. Because I don't want to run into my opponent's remand. I don't want them to draw a card. Maybe this is an Uro. Courser. Okay, so they have a forest. And what? Dryad of the Elysian Grove. That's kind of a problem. Take two. Oh, I should have activated Scout first here. Was a mistake. Probably not gonna matter because if my opponent has it, they just have it, but definitely proper sequencing. Proper sequencing is better than non-proper sequencing. So we're probably gonna get remanded here. And I think we probably have to Pact of Negation that remand. Aether Gust. Well, we kind of have to pack that one, don't we? So we pack that. So Stronghold Garrison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happens if I bounce here? That's 3 lands. I get Valakut. I get Vesuva, copy my Valakut, and a Semi-Growth Chamber. And I bounce this. That I'm gonna have 3 lands. I packed for Dryad, and then I have 1 extra land drop. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So if the scout doesn't die, I can pay for both pacts. That seems so greedy though. I guess I have a second Titan, so there's no need for me to go for such a greedy line. So I think I'm just going to get just Simic Tolaria here. I was trying to find a line that kills my opponent's Dryad. Now the proud owner of Amulet Magic Line. Sweet, Case Heroes. Congratulations. So they have a Thought Scour in hand and 2 unknown cards. They fetch before having enough lands? With a Thought Scour in hand? That cannot be correct. Damping Sphere. Well, I guess that kills me. Was definitely not playing around that. Maybe I should have. Let's see if my opponent finds a line. They milled themselves! Oh, they milled themselves! If they had milled me and drawn the Damping Sphere, I would have lost. They're so focused on killing my Titan that they didn't realize that they could have won the game because Damping Spheres, because I couldn't pay on my upkeep. That is insane. Where did I buy the deck? I bought the deck like a million years ago. Alright, so scout down. We're going to take 3 here. Alright, so we pay for Pact. Bounce land? Green bounce. We need a green bounce land there. So we're going to take 3. You're gonna draw so many cards. I guess I should have bounced the other land. Now I can't pack for Dryad. Oh man. Yeah, I messed that up right there. If I had Golgarot from my hand now instead of the Boros Garrison, then I would be in such better shape. As is. Just gonna name Scout here. And pass the turn. If we don't die this turn, I think we might win though. Yeah, I bought mostly through GoatBots back in the day. Back when GoatBots wasn't one of the largest chains, but it was just like up and coming, so they had much better prices than everybody else basically. Yeah, so this is just game actually. Feels bad, man. Like that one honestly, this is why I love Amulet so much. It's just like one mistake, like returning the wrong land to your hand, can actually cost you a game that you could have won otherwise. I find that very entertaining, actually. Okay, so my opponent's actually playing a very different version of Scapeshift than what we're used to, so I'm gonna change my plan accordingly. I don't think I want Karn here, actually. But Liquid Melancholic's so good. I think I'm just gonna do this. Let's do it. Actually, let's do this. No, let's do this. Yeah. How do you generally decide which bounce line to bounce? You have to plan ahead one turn. This is not a keepable hand, unfortunately. Ugh. This hand needs a lot of help. Green versus Boros, etc. I mean, you just have to plan your next turn ahead, which is what I failed to do that. No. Oof. Almost. Almost F6'd myself out of the game. Nature's Plane? Okay. That sucks. We're having a punt heavy stream today, that's for sure. Nearly a bit too much F6 value, for real. Is there ever enough F6 value though? Is there ever enough F6 value? Strelly gonna get remanded, that's fine, we don't care. Sam34, thank you for the follow. Got another remand. I'm okay with this. Them fetching is. I really wonder if they are actually playing Scape Shift in their deck. I think they might not be playing Scape Shift. Mystic Sanctuary, you got it. Getting back remand, sure. If you want to punt to F6 value in paper, you can get more value with Francis G-Link. That is true. That is actually true. Facts. Another card name. Okay, so they're gonna name Remand here. They mailed Ancient Grudge. Value. I could have played the cavern there. Maybe that was correct. I was trying to hold it for like the surprise Uncounterable Titan next turn. Maybe it was just correct to just play the cavern just to hold up this member in case my opponent finds a Dryad. They named Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Yep, I should have 100% done that, I guess. I mean, they don't have a Valakut, so... Whoa! Alright, my opponent's deck is freaking nuts. I guess the next league I'm going to be playing is going to be with my opponent's deck. That's just a thing that's going to happen. You need to unkey F6 for you. Kind of, right? Well, that was ridiculous. I got so god, it's not even funny. This makes me so sad. So sad. Now the question is, what do we kill? I guess that whatever we kill, they just get it back. Man, if I had access to the Bugbear, that would have been nice. I think we killed the Dryad. What happened? My opponent did not have a Valakon in play, but they milled it with Tamiyo, and then they played a Raminap Excavator, and I got completely blown out. My opponent's getting some sick value out of that Tamiyo over there. They're getting back fetch lands with Raminap. I mean, we're gonna double block here. It forces my opponent to spend mana, like to spend the fetch to kill one of my zombies here. Alright, now what? They're getting back Remand. Okay. They activated Tamiyo already, so I guess they need something else to draw the card. Fetch land and go face. Hashtag whitelisted. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I wait until they activate Tamiyo, then they know that they can plus, and then they can get their value beforehand. This forces them to use their mana at least. Alright, I'm getting completely destroyed by my opponent's deck. This is insanely sweet. I'm not even mad. Not even mad. Not even mad. I guess I might need more mana next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely gonna need more mana next turn. Temur's no Valakut deck. Dude, like whatever my opponent is doing is ridiculous, and I love every little bit of it. Please, please, can I get your list after the game? Loving every second of what's going on here. I mean, if my opponent hooks me up with their list, I am 100% streaming this. There's only a Modern League that you can join. So you go here, you go to Constructed, you go to Modern, and then you're going to see that it says Modern League. It's not here because I'm currently in the league, but it's right here. You see? And then these are like the one-off things, like the challenge, the prelims and stuff. So if you want to practice, you can go to Open Play or Tournament Practice. Kibakuro, more land drops, more stuff. My opponent can probably lethal me from here. I mean, Tamiyo is insane in my opponent's deck. It's so good. It mills, it combos with Mystic Century, it combos with Uro, combos with Raminep Excavator. If you mill something that you didn't want to, you just get it back. It's just amazing. I did bring in the explosives, right? Yeah, okay. So we have 1 EE in our deck. I wonder if they can lethal me here. Well, now with second backup, they definitely can. Any fetch land just gets there, I think. Wow, this was amazing. I'm not even mad. I'm just legit excited. Like, I did not see the Raminep Excavator coming at all. I did not see the Raminep Excavator coming at all. That was so completely out of left field, and it was incredible. Props to my opponent. That's a sick brew. Tamiyo is pretty undervalued. It's possible. It also has a static, right? Tamiyo. Wow, I actually own 3 copies of this card? Why do I own 3 copies of this card? Yeah, spells abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. Croxa, GTFO. Liliana, GTFO. All right, I'm gonna try to Temur lands. Even if my opponent doesn't give me the goods, I'm gonna try to get something like this going. We saw Ramunap. We saw Dryad, obviously. Uro. We saw Corsair. So basically 3 drop top deck. Is the guy on the Airwave account? Oh, okay. Dude, that list is incredible. I'm in love. I am in love. So if we find a bounce land, we have turn 3 Titan. If we find any land, we're still super close thanks to Castle. I think this is a keep. The explosives is kind of a mulligan, but if I were to keep a 6 card hand, like I would definitely keep this 6. So I think this is a keep. Alright, so we saw Coursers. Probably not more than 2. We saw Gracer. 2 or 3. We saw Remand. Probably 3/4. We saw Cryptic. Alright, Thoughtseize, yeah. Got us. Oh, was my opponent streaming as well? They are not streaming though. So we're totally gonna get going by Ren, but like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna find your Titan deck that doesn't include Karn, or is it for subs only? You got it here. What? I made a command. No Karn. No Karn list. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, as I said, like we just kind of have to play into that Ren. Unfortunately, I don't think that we have any ways to. Like, what are we gonna do? Just not play our Scout? It could potentially be better if our opponent has Liliana, but getting wrecked here. Venom's Flame, thank you for the follow. So you guys are pitching the summoners back here. Talon Hunter 3, thank you for the follow. How's life shelter in place and you work? Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. She's working from home. And I guess so am I. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, the last turn. I was planning on pitching that back because I wanted to play around future Inquisitions, but that's... so I guess we're going to have to pitch a Titan here. That really sucks. I really didn't want to pitch a Titan, but like holding lands doesn't make sense. I guess we have to draw like a Dryad or a Susa. That's not a Dryad or a Susa. I'm gonna blow that up right now. So I guess we can't raise this Liliana Veil ultimate. Hey Inuyasha, how's it going? We're doing great. Getting wrecked by John right now, which doesn't feel good in game 1. Croxa. A second Rancher. Yeah, it's just like, this is one of the classic Jund matches where just like whatever they do just really lines up well against what you're doing. And I don't think there was much that we could have done about it. We just cannot be Dilly in ultimate. Alright, Ura, Bog, Field, Beast Within. Scouts out. And one Dismember. We cut Cavern and Cavern. Boomer mid-range. Thinking of my California friends today? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Damn, this kind of has me hyped up. I wonder if we want to play like Steve's in here. So we definitely want Valakut. Probably 2 or 3. Mystic, Sanctuary. At least 2. P-Moon 1020, thank you for the follow. Probably want some of these. Probably want some of these, some of this, and maybe one of these. I wonder if we play like Bolt or Scred or something. I imagine Bolt. Probably like 1 or 2. What else did we see? Well, my opponent's sideboards. So it's Van mid-range with Valakut. Love the idea. Kind of like old Rugscape control. Yeah, exactly, but there's Misties. Probably 4 of these. Probably 4 Tarn. Wood. I guess, yeah, I guess wooded is fine. Maybe 1 or 2. Let's pull the list of their stream video. Do you have it, the guy? It's not a keepable hand, unfortunately. This is a keepable hand. The natural Valakut. Do we like the natural Valakut? Or I guess I'm gonna bottom one of the cards. Because my opponent's totally playing Pillage or some shit like that. Send me a picture. Where do you send it? Can you whisper it to me? Minus. What about Tommy in prime time? Yeah, I don't think that's what you want to be doing, unfortunately. But also mold. This hand is probably well set up for most things that my opponent can do against me. Except if they go turn 1 discard, turn 2. Okay, cool, that's good. I guess Damping Sphere is the only way I get blown out here. Crypt Cycle, that's good. It's just that we have so many good options in prime time in Amulet to be playing as a Planeswalker. If we don't count Karn, my favorite is Nissa Vital Force. Nissa Vital Force is legit very, very good for us. That's an amazing draw. Play around removal. Yeah, sure. They did not have removal. Asusa coming in clutch. So unless my opponent has a Thoughtseize, whoops, we're gonna Karn minus for Worm. Pillage doesn't do anything here. Just a great place to be. 1, 2, 3. Bounce. Replay. Play Karn. Play this. And I guess we just minus for Worm. Wisdom, right? And I'm gonna leave the Susa back because of Bloodbraid Elf. When is Vatathor good to bring in? It's really good against John decks. It just basically, for 5 mana, it just does stuff that you care about. Like, for example, you can pay 2 mana and then like plus on your bounce land, so you run by 2. It also clocks your opponent, which is very nice, and it recovers dead prime times and stuff like that. It's very, very good. It does a bunch of things, and all the things that it does we kind of care about. So it actually is pretty good. Okay, so I guess we plus on nothing. And we chill here. Again, playing around Bloodbraid off the top. Although I guess if they had Bloodbraid, they probably wouldn't have played it there. They probably have to decay Amulet, yeah. And they can attack Karn. Guess we'll let it go. Bounce land. 2 bounce lands are gone though, to be fair. but I'm just very, very lucky. Oh, Thought Scour. You're right. I totally forgot about the Thought Scours. Yeah, Thought Scour actually sounds pretty good in my opponent's in that player's deck. Thought Scour. Man, Raminap. Hydroid Crazes. That's interesting. Are they gonna double? Draw step, trophy my land? Well, that's fucking brutal. Just keep on keeping on over here. Land, please. This worm has been sitting in our hand for like 3 turns now. Just trying to. Does Alpine Moon turn off Sanctuary? What do you mean? Oh yeah, Mystic Sanctuary. Yes, yes, it does. It does. Just don't have Liliana, please. Just don't have Liliana. Okay, that's fine. We don't care about that one. Alright, so we finally are gonna get to resolve our freaking worm coil that has been sitting in our hand for like a million turns now. I guess unless we draw like a prime time off the top, and if we draw a prime time off the top, I don't think we can lose anymore. I'm not sure, but it's possible that even Alpine Moon prevents the land from being fetched. No, that can't be right though. I guess it's still an island. I do have to clock the rent here. Double lock the worm. Okay, so they probably have a Maelstrom Pulse. But if they pose the worms, I still have zombies. Now, what to bounce here? Like, what do I want to play around? K command would also be really annoying. So I guess just play around another land destroy thing. Just put Juby Bog. I can bog myself. Exile Worm, get it back if I draw another card. Seal Linus and Larry. Okay, that makes sense. It's been a ton of Mystic Sanctuary decks right now on the LGS from Blue Black Ursa to Reach Station, thinking of ways to underneath some of the ones CMC is attractive. Yeah, I don't think that I would bring that in though. That seems like a little bit too slow. That's annoying. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I guess they can push one of the zombies, but that's fine because that means that they don't push one of my worms. And now any land is a good draw. All right, but the ability should get stopped, right? So they don't get, they can still be fetched, but they cannot, they don't put something into play, on top of your deck, basically. All right, so they're getting back Croxa, which is a little bit annoying, but probably fine. We randomly drew a Relica though, which is nice. But we have lethal? Okay, they can have something else. Prime time? Amulet doesn't do it. So if I attack with everything, my opponent blocks here, they push here, they take 4. I guess I just attack with the Death Touching one. Yep. Good. That's good. Horror matchup for John. What, this? It's not that bad for them. I think the matchup against John is way closer than people think it is. If John has a good draw and you have a medium draw, I mean, if both decks have a really good draw, then Amulet is going to be ahead. But if either one of the, like, if both players are very good, right? And yeah, zombie down. If both players are very good and whoever has like the normal draw will get there basically. But I think that the good draws from John are good against us. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1 mana short of transmuting. Gross. So I guess I get this and I go face. Yeah, this is just better, right? 1, 2, 3 to transmute, and I'm 1 mana short. Yeah. And I guess this memory is the only thing that gets me here. So I just go face twice. Yeah. If I go face twice, we play around Fatal Push. So if I try to kill the Croxa, then the Fatal Push is enabled, and they can kill my Dryad, and then I just can't attack anymore. So if I bring them down to 1 by playing this twice, then I attack with everything, and they can kill like my worm or something, but they still die to the one of these attackers. When Giant Fulminators or bounce land on the play, it can feel real bad. Yep. Alright, this is exactly the kind of hand that you want against Jund. This is the perfect example of a hand that you want against Jund. It's a hand that, like, this is bar none the best card against Jund for Amulet. It progresses our game plan, and it doesn't cost us a card. So Explorer is the best card against Jund, then is Azusa. Not many options there. All right. So if they have a pillage, if they take the Explorer here and they have a pillage or something, then we might actually be in a lot of trouble. Maybe they will take the Summoners back though. The correct pick, I think, is Explorer. Hey, Greco, how's it going? Yep. Yeah, so basically this forces me to play into my opponent's game plan of pillage and fulminator and stuff like that, which is obviously not where I want to be. In fact, I can't even pay a pact for Azusa because I don't have double green to pay for my pact, so definitely we're in a terrible spot right now. Well, I guess everybody has one card left in hand. And that Goif is not very big, and we just drew a Dryad, which is probably the best possible draw for us. So, okay, maybe we're doing fine now. Maybe we're actually okay at this point. They can have a push here. If they don't, okay, they don't have a push. That was a mistake. They should have not fetched. Because now they can't enable Fatal Push. Unless they have another fetch line in hand. No blocks. You have to scream it really loud, you know, so your opponent knows that you're not messing around when you say that. No blocks. Well, now we're Assault Primeval Titan, and this game is over. But it was definitely closer than it seemed. So I guess I want to play around Damping Sphere plus Removal. Is that how I lose? So I guess we get Misty Rainforest plus Castle. My opponent just couldn't take it anymore, but yeah. So as I was saying, if your joint opponent has a medium draw like the one that my opponent had, of course we're going to be very, very advantaged. And that was a great example of a hand that you want to keep against John, basically. You just want a hand that just has a bunch of ramp creatures and no threats. Although we did have a Karn, and then we drew into another Karn, but that's what we were trying to do. Yeah, Greco, we're doing fine. We're playing some amulets. Having a good time. We lost again against a super, super sweet deck that I'm definitely going to be playing soon. Triple Courser, 4 Uros. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the 4 Uros. That seems like a little bit too much. 4 Cryptics. Damn. Not messing around. 4 Remands. Mismatching Remands, gross. 4 Gracer. $25 lands seems very, very low in my opinion. Like the 2 pools, Misties, couple of Sanctuaries, Vistas. Oh, hello. Well, thanks for watching the stream. My opponent says that they were watching the stream right now. Thanks for watching. So this is a turn 4 Titan? Turn 4 Titan on the draw? Seems a little bit slow. You Dryad Valakut. Yeah, we're gonna go on that 5. I guess it's a fine keep on 5. This and this. Looking for bounce lands and Primeval Titans, and if we find those cards, we're gonna win. If we don't, we're gonna lose. Yeah, so definitely the first hand would have probably not. Yeah, it just wouldn't have been fast enough for a Nauseam. That's not bad. We're gonna get to Temple next turn. Get some scry value in there. Hmm. Yeah, so I guess we do want to get our scry value here. Because we're gonna need the double this to, yes, that is so great. Awesome. So we're gonna fetch for breeding pool, we're gonna put it into play tapped, and then we're gonna play Karn. Please play a Pented Prism. Please play a Pented Prism. Please play it. Ugh, that's not a Pented Prism. Amulet. Going for coding here because we're gonna have to fight my opponent on the mana. That's the only way. And my opponent has this turn basically. They will need. I guess they don't need too much. They just need land plus untap land plus Seaman Spirit Guide will get them there. If we resolve coding, that should be game though. My opponent says nice, that is some value right there. Karn Hopi. So we just start going after the lands. And I guess I'm gonna go after the City of Brass first. Because it's a black source. And they're gonna need 2 black sources in order to cast that Nauseam. And they can't fix their mana with Pendant Prism. This card is so good. Card is so good. Well, I guess we can play both here. I had a bad hand for Karn, says my opponent. Karn is so great. Yep, sounds about right. Sounds about right. We really got away with murder there. That felt good. That felt really good. Alright, so we want Rex Sage, we want Forces, we want Beast Withins. This doesn't do anything. Explorers, we can probably cut. Because our scouts are probably going to survive all the time. Time to order my cans. I mean, Karn's pretty great. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Wonder where I'm gonna order them from. Wow, that's a great question, Trex. I have a great answer for you. If you would like to get really, really good value, basically for free, then you can use my TCG affiliate promo link, and you can get support the stream for free at no extra cost to you. Do you ever run for Karn? You can in some metagames, like Ponce when he had his sick drawn this past weekend, he was playing 4 Karns. So what do you think is the best build after the ban of Once Upon a Time? I've been enjoying Karn builds a lot. Duress. All right. Bye bye Sage. Bye bye Syrinx. I mean. Okay. They know about the Sage now, so they're probably gonna hold. I think I might need to blow up the Vented Prism anyway, unfortunately. I'll think of you when I go to my Force of Will. I mean, you can, if you want to play other games. I assume that this is Force of Will, like the card game, right? Was that a good draw, chat? Was that a good draw, chat? Okay, my opponent has this turn to kill me. And if they don't kill me, we are going to win very easily, probably. Castle. OP. What's the best thing to do here? I guess we try to deal them as much damage as possible. Does that matter? I'm definitely getting to West because I want to get packed. Play my lands. I guess I can double strike and transmute next turn, so it's pretty worthless. So I guess we're gonna set up big. Castle OP, says my opponent. You see, chat? Indeed. Force of Will TCG, slowly putting up the legacy deck to. Oh, Force of Will. The card Force of Will. Yeah. I have my. I've had my forces for a really long time. Next turn, I'm actually going to Sage away the Vented Prism, I think. Just to set my opponent behind by one turn. Not the most mind-blowing stuff, but hopefully effective. Got him. Never did not have it. Indeed. Wow. Tassa's Oracle. That is like a scry, right? Wait. So did you keep the card on top? Or just double bottom? Because Moto is not telling me. Double bottom, says my opponent. Okay. Thanks. Can you tell how many times I've heard, yeah, the deck is fragile, it doesn't function at all without an amulet? Oh yeah. This card has something to say about that for sure. Can I set up lethal is the question. So this is the easy part. So let's think. So we Garrison plus Vesuva. Vesuva copy field. We get some extra summons. Doesn't really matter. But we're going to bounce the Vesuva itself because my plan is to replay it as a Valakut. So land number one, we play this. We transmute for Dryad. We cast the Dryad. If we cast... Wait, can we cast both things? Give me a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transmute. No, so I can't. Yeah, I can. So I can both Rexage plus Dryad if I do this. So let's think again. So Garrison plus Vesuva. Copy field, whatever, doesn't matter. I guess I could No, yeah, I want because I actually want the Vesua to copy Valakut. So that's that. Then I'm going to activate Castle here. So I guess I'm missing 1 mana actually, which is annoying. I'm 1 mana off of doing everything I want to do, and I definitely want to destroy that Penitent Person. I guess I could destroy it with Force of Vigor on my opponent's upkeep. I'm kind of into that. Okay, yeah, so this and this, I think that deals the most amount of damage, so that's 6. Oh, but we get got real hard if my opponent has a sweeper. Because the other alternative is just to get blue packed, but at this point I suspect that my opponent might have a blue pact of themselves of their own. So I'm trying to see if I can set up this. So 6. Let's say they block, whatever, down to 3. So they 17. That is Valakut 1 time. And then 1 more land drop, that's 12. So I cannot set up lethal. I can only 18 my opponent this turn. It's really close. That's really close. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a kill with Pact of Negation for next turn. Because if I could set up lethal, I would go for that. But I can't. So I think the better line is for me to just play my Rex Sage out, whatever, and just hold that Pact of Negation and try to interrupt my opponent that way. Alright, so they chomp there, which I guess makes sense. It's not like that guy is doing anything. So now we transmute. Pact of Negation. Rex Sage. Go up that. Trying to have them be stuck on mana here while we develop ours. Yeah, sometimes they play Damnation / Bontus, so that's another thing that I'm trying to play around here. If they have Bontus, we just let it resolve and we win, though. Because we just transmute for a Titan, and then we just... They don't get to untap 1 turn, and then on the following turn we just kill them. So, with Pact backup. So this seems like the best line for me. It denies my opponents the most mana, while at the same time developing my plan and my mana the most. My opponent says GG's. %, guaranteed. Feels good, man. 80% guaranteed. Even though that win that I had against Mono Red Prowess was just totally undeserved. That happens so much to me. I should definitely try to slow down a little bit when I'm playing Moto. Like, those are the kind of mistakes that I never make in paper. And when I'm playing in Magic Online, it's just like, whoops. Just click on the wrong thing and they just die. Just die. Alright, well, while I was gonna give you some push-ups, but Moto doesn't want me to. Jeez, my hand game one was just dead to Karn. I needed that Titan to come and turn later game 2. Yeah, we figured that when you do rest, like that castle was just, that castle at the top was just insane. That was probably like the best possible draw that I could have hoped for. This hand is just too weak. We can do better. You see? Turn to Karn, no big deal. Definitely hoping to get paired against Ad Nauseam again with this hand, because this hand is very good against a deck like Ad Nauseam. Probably gonna pair it against John Doe, which this hand is probably not very good against. Yep. Did someone say push-ups? I did say push-ups, but it was only a mistake, Harlan. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I mean, if they don't have Ren, this is fine. If they have Ren, this is a blowout, obviously. But if they don't have a Ren on 2, Poggers? Now, this is the real question. Do I play around another discard spell, or do I play around Ren and 6? I have the cost of push-ups. It's classic capitalism, right? I'm living in America, Harlem. It's capitalism. There's higher demand, the prices go up. It's just logical, you know. Play around Ren and 6. Play this out, or play around second discard. I think I'm gonna play around Ren and 6. Been watching this stream a lot lately, but I think I missed the conversation around Karnmulet Vestige. What was taken out and why? Please and thank you. Yeah, so we moved Bojuka back to the sideboard, which so far we have played 2 matchups where we said, holy crap, I really wish I had Bog in my deck. But I still think it's fine. Alright, so there goes our Karn. But Vestige has been really, really good this couple of leagues that we played. It basically is a pseudo bounce land with Amulet. The fact that it doesn't bounce lands makes your field and it gives you 2 mana, and it makes your field and your Valakut better, because it allows you to have more lands in play, which makes it easier to trigger both cards. It's untap green on turn 1. It just has a lot of upsides. Okay, so here I feel like I just have to do this, which feels really bad. But with my opponent having this shitty mana over there, if they have a Ren now, it's just whatever. They got me. But the good thing is that next turn we get to, thanks to Amulet, we get to Steerings, and we also get to Transmute. Both things in the same turn. So yeah, Vestige is very innocuous, but it does a lot of things for us. You know that Pond 1 guy, he's not a slouch. Not a slouch at all. Wait, what? They just used the fail push for no reason whatsoever? I guess that it gets them closer to... Okay, so that's fair. I really hope I draw a Dryad and I punish them super hard for wasting a push. Alright, so let's start here. See what's up. Karn the Great Creator, yes. So I guess I kind of just want to... I have a lot of options here. I can transmit for a bounce land. I think I'm just gonna play the Cavern and say go. And Giant. Because I still don't know what I want. Like, I need both a bounce land and a Titan. So by giving myself one more turn. Won your first ever game on TGO. Nice, Case Heroes. Congrats. Feels good, right? Feels good when you manage to get there. Good stuff. Alright, let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. Scavenging Ooze does not matter at all. Get back to Catacombs. Okay, good. So now we minus for the worm. Getting EE for 2 is also very tempting. It's gonna be bold. That's fine. A trophy? Jackpot, chat. Jackpot. Yeah, we're totally gonna worm them here. They use 1 Inquisition and 1 Thoughtseize. They probably have 1 Thoughtseize and 3 Inquisitions left. So this way we're playing around Inquisition. We're playing around. What's his name as well? Liliana. Like Liliana just kind of doesn't do anything for against us right now. And they're probably gonna really struggle to beat this Worm Coil Engine. That was definitely not the line, by the way. Like my opponent trophying my Karn, just that was not the line. We knew about that one. I guess if we get worried about this Ren, we can just transmute for EE for 2. I guess we can't cast it this turn. We would need a bounce land. Yep. Scout down. Ha 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 ha. Exactly. Didn't they have perfect information too? I think they just had perfect information that they forgot. See? You gotta play around the cards that your opponent has more copies of in their deck. Easy. Yeah, I guess I just have to put the worm in play. Just gotta worm him. Just gotta worm him. And I guess I'm actually gonna play out the scout here because it forces my opponent to minus Ren, which brings it further away from ultimate. Though the Ren ultimate is not doing much here. No, I can't EE for 2 and play it in the same turn. Right? Because that would be green. I only have green mana. Like I would need to use both blue sources to transmute. So I don't think that's the line. So just putting the worm in play is better. I was hoping to draw something that was going to get me there, but I just didn't. That's pretty brutal. That's definitely pretty bad for us. The good thing, however, is that my opponent is empty. Like they have nothing anymore. I guess they could top deck, obviously. They probably will. Them getting my T-West is kind of brutal, though. I think playing the Scout was worth it. Yeah, I think it was worth it. Yep, sweet. Now it was worth it. Goif. EE of the top, baby. Come on. Hook me up. Hook me up with that engineered explosives. I guess a prime time would be even better. So let's just hook me up with a prime time. Okay. You gotta believe, chat. You gotta believe. Feels good, man. Feels good. Sometimes you just gotta believe, chat. Never lucky. Never ever lucky. I'm basically just never lucky. All right, what do we do? Field for sure. Field T West. Because I want to play around Liliana, so I don't want to hold the card in hand. We could do field plus. Yeah, field plus T West sounds like the best option. Like I'm not interested into attacking into my go if they can trade. Maybe I should have actually just like attack the Ren, ping it for 1. Yeah, that would have been better. I regret my play immediately. I wanted to play around Liliana, plusing. Oh, sure, my opponent just shows me their hand face up. We can't bog. It's in my sideboard. Yeah, definitely regretting my choice now though. Hasting and pinging the Ren for 1 and just trading here, it's just fine. I can see. It didn't matter. If he's within Aura, these two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Clean sideboarding. Time to do it. The push-up deficit is still very, very high. I still owe way too many push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still owing 90 push-ups. Right. We're getting there though. We're getting there. How many push-ups have we got to start allowing land drop redemptions? I don't know. Are we at 100? We probably are at we're probably are at the 100 at this point actually. We might be at 100. This hand is extremely interesting. This hand is extremely interesting because like our opponent cannot deny us to find the land. Like we're gonna get to cantrip with Ancient Steerings. We're gonna get to cantrip, but that's gonna be on turn 2. But then we actually have Uro and Astusa, which is exactly what we want, just like redundant. I think I'm actually gonna keep this hand. I think this just might be a keep against Jund on the draw. Also, we have like the best land in the matchup too, which is Castle. So honestly, I feel like I am getting a forest over bounce land, the way this is working out. So let's see what we draw first. Vesuva, that's not bad. We steerings first. We find a Misty. Yeah, that's pretty good. But we also found Amulet. Yeah, I think we just find a Misty. Fetch. And here we get a blue source for Uro. And steerings. Okay, so this allows me to double land next turn. Yeah, because I can even Uro. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This is developing nicely. This is developing nicely, and this is why I thought originally that this hand might just be a keep. My opponent did not do anything turn 1 and 2, so I'm expecting like Ashiok. I'm expecting like all the hate cards, like Pillage. You want to keep loose hands against John, in my opinion. Yeah, that's also a thing. Like the fact that your hand, like because of all the discard and stuff, your hands are just overall less likely to work out anyway. Steerings into, I guess I'm gonna get Simico's Chamber here because it's likely that it will just be destroyed anyway. So we're gonna copy, I guess, my own breeding pool and pass the turn. Next turn we either Uro or Azusa. I think I'm gonna try to Azusa. Depends on what they do. Yeah, we got pillaged. Yeah, pillage is definitely very, very annoying. It's a Goif. That is another Goif. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to Azusa here over this. Just want to make the max amount of land drops possible. So play this, bounce this, and I think I want to play this again and bounce this. They pillage here, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Yeah, okay, I'm losing on some life gain value, but I think this is fine. Just to have untapped sources, I guess. Maybe I should have bounced the Vesuva. Maybe I should have bounced the Vesuva, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have bounced the Vesuva. Because it is the, yeah, I should have definitely bounced the Vesuva, because if the Azusa survives, it's the exact same amount of lands. Bloodbraid, okay. Just no Ashiok, no Crocs, yeah, that's whatever. Alright, we win, chat. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that great? I guess we pitched the Uro. That's kind of nice. Hashtag value. So we just take a 9 here, but then we resolve a Titan, so whatever. Sounds good. Teehee. GG easy. Indeed. Sometimes Magic is just such a simple game. Sometimes it's such a simple game, it's crazy, right? Easy game, easy life. Still have 1 land drop and the Uro to get back. Nice. So we attack with this. We get Balakut plus Simic. We play Dryad. We ping. We can get back Uro. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Like there's so many lines here that kill my opponent. It's not even funny. So many lines that kill my opponent. It's not even funny. So we just I'm totally gonna kill the blood right there. I mean, it's just good value. It's just good value to kill the blood right there. It's guaranteed the correct line. When a flashback rules like 30 ticks, you want to polish it? Exactly. No, I ended up, I cave in and I went for just killing my opponent. Feels bad, man. All right, that was sweet. That was sweet. This Amulet list is very strong. This Amulet list is very strong. If I had to play an event, I would probably play something like this. I just felt like I had options all the time, and I felt like all the stuff that I did just mattered. Like, we only got destroyed by a super sweet Temur Lands deck, which I'm definitely going to be streaming at some point. Don't worry about that. Missing bug in the main? Yes, I wish I had room for it, but I just don't think there is. Like, probably the room would be to just play a 30th land. And even still, that's kind of sketch. One card that I felt like it might have been nice in some situations was Rhyming Up Excavator slash Crucible. My testing had showed me that, Rhyming Up was just better than Crucible, but still, it's one of the things that, I always keep in the back of my hand, because sometimes, like, basically there's a lot of hatred towards Amulet right now. There's a lot of pillages and boils and stuff like that in decks. And having Rhyming Up is very nice in situations where it matters, Oh, might want to fix the camera angle. Thank you. That's my push-ups camera angle. Is my push-ups camera angle? It shows off how I'm working my chest right here. You see, you see it nice and tight, But yeah, this list is very strong. I liked it a lot. Too bad that Karn spiked super hard now, but show off that form exactly. I mean, I want to show the people what the people want to see. They want to see push-ups and they want to see a really worked out body. So I'm just catering to my people. But anyway, enough memes. Thank you very much for watching on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you probably. I might stream tomorrow actually. Now that we're basically stuck in our houses. I'm just stuck in my house just like everybody else. So I might actually just stream. Might as well. All right. Stay tuned on Twitter, and I will see you later.